This week on Steel Horse Thunder, Cindy heads to a ride with a very special meaning to her.
I mean, it's going to be a good, exciting day, but it's also shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Then we head to Fortville for a wedding a little different than what we're used to. So you just got the butterflies going right now?
A little bit, yeah, they're still in there. Yep, trying to relax. You got about a half hour to go, so now it's just anticipation.
All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder. Boy, and there's a joke in there somewhere about tucking it right, but I'm not even going to go there with it.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Ladendorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
I think people like Hang Out of Flames mainly because it's not a big corporate store. They can come here, they can hang out. We invite them in the back to watch us while we work on their bike or even participate. We get a lot of new riders, first-time riders. They like that extra hands-on, and I think they like the pride in knowing what's being done to their motorcycle.
They do great work, and it's a great place to hang out. And we're thankful to have them as a sponsor of Steel Horse Thunder.
You've just been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms you're totally unfamiliar with. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces at Ladendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
How would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family if you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer. It's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. Two great locations.
This is Steel Horse. This
Nice
is
to
Miss
meet you.
Maddie. This is
Maddie.
Dylan's girlfriend.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you too.
Just tell me a little bit about where we're at and how you found out about this ride while we're here.
We are at Dylan's ride. I found out about it a couple weeks ago when we were at another ride. The mom, Jessica, came up to me and was telling me that her son had took his life in December, and it was her only child, and it broke my heart because I can imagine what it's like to lose a son, but I can't imagine to lose an only child. And wow, there's no way I could not come and be at this ride today. I said no, and I just busted out crying. And I said it just breaks my heart. I said I really want to cover that ride. Aww. And we were, of course, going up to Hog Days yesterday, and I said it's really on the way. Even if it's out of the way, I said I'm going to stop there and cover that ride. And we got here, and it had rained, of course, and I knew that the rain date was today. So I called when I talked to Andy, I told him, I said, can we please go and cover that ride, because you just broke my heart.
You're breaking my heart right now.
Oh my God. Oh, like I said, it's a club we do not want to be a part of.
Yeah, I found myself on the way here this morning just crying, I mean, it's going to be a good, exciting day, but it's also shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Best I can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Follow me all early in the morning.
I'm excited to be able to do this kind of stuff, though. Make everybody know his name, know his face,
That's hard. Yeah, it's very hard. And I'm sorry that you've had to go through it.
It's awful. But, I mean, I'm just trying to be okay for her and, her sake. She's, I can imagine losing a son, so it's hard for both of us.
It is. It's hard for everybody that's around the situation and was friends.
He's so young.
Yes.
It's not right.
So were you guys together for a while?
Yeah, I lived with him. Yeah. We were together for 2 years. We had our own apartment and everything. So, yeah. definitely was a dramatic change, you know, not expected. Kind of came out of nowhere, so.
With his friend committing suicide in January, he was depressed about that, but he never was on medication. He wasn't mental. He was just a normal kid.
Yeah.
Normal. Just did something, and as soon as he did it, he regretted doing it.
So the money today is being raised for animal shelters to go to help the adoption of the dogs and stuff, and that's because Dylan had a pit bull and he loved him, and so that's why it's going to that.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. We got our first doggy. Hi, baby.
Now, will Dylan's dog be here?
We got Casa del Toro Pit Bull Rescue and Speedway Animal Rescue.
Casa del Toro.
Gotcha.
Yeah, House of the Bull. We're here in Indianapolis, so we're a volunteer-based rescue, all volunteers. All of our dogs live in foster homes, so we don't have a facility. Most of our dogs come from Indianapolis Animal Care and Control.
So it's dogs that are picked up, and they just bring them in?
So, yep, if we have foster homes available, then we'll pull dogs from the shelter. So most of the dogs in the shelter commit strays, but some of the dogs we have are confiscate cases, either cruelty or warrants are served and the people go away, the dog's got to have somewhere to go, stuff like that. So Maggie has been with us for a while, and she was originally a stray. One of our other dogs, Wrigley, is going to be here today. Wrigley's about 9. He's a great big boy. In December, his owner was murdered, and he ended up at the shelter, and one of our volunteers happened to know him, and so she went and took him out of the shelter, you know.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know, what would you do if your brothers or sisters or, you know, so here's a dog you know, and they're in the shelter, like, crap, I'll do whatever, you know, and so we're trying to find him a good home as well, and you know, we typically have about 12 dogs in the rescue at any given time.
And they're all pit bulls?
Yep, breed specific.
You know, we came up here yesterday, and it was raining, of course, because that's what it's done a lot this year. But anyway, we met here, it's raining, and I left to go do another ride, and I had to text Andy and tell him, yes, you have to come back up to this ride. I can't not do this ride. This mom broke my heart, and I have to be here.
And his girlfriend, she should be coming any minute. Her birthday was Wednesday, and she went to see a medium on Wednesday, and we've seen this lady a couple times, and the only reason why we went to her is because she came so highly recommended, you know, because there's so many fakes and phonies out there. So we've been to this lady, and she seems to know her stuff, but just the things that she says, like Maddie finds dimes all the time, and they're from Dylan. She says, like I said, Wednesday was her birthday, and I got her something for me and my boyfriend, but like for Valentine's Day, I of course got her something for my son. And so Wednesday on her birthday, I'm just driving down the street, and I'm like, something just popped in my head. I'm like, I gotta get her something from Dylan. And as I'm doing that, she's at her reading, and the lady told her numerous times, because I listened to the recording after, she kept saying, you're gonna find something, you're gonna get something from Dylan today. I'm not really sure what it is, but you're gonna get something that's from him. And the little, it was a watch, and in the box there was a card, and I wrote with my left hand because my son had the worst handwriting ever, like a 3rd grader. So I wrote with my left hand, and she looked at it and she thought it was really his writing for a minute.
Wow.
So she got kind of, you know, emotional, of course, but yeah, he's definitely around.
She definitely was like, all the time we were together, he was a big old mama's boy. Anything he wanted, she was always right there. Bring the laundry over, you know, things like that.
Too funny.
Yeah. So, definitely not taking it too well, but I mean, he would, you know.
Nobody would. No, because it's so unexpected, you don't.
No, I mean, it's just like that, and it's like, wait, what just happened? Like, you know, I mean, it's been 8 months, and I'm still like, you know, it just doesn't even feel real. It never probably will.
It probably won't.
Crazy.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that obviously love you guys and are here for you. So
Thank you. It means a lot that you guys came out here today. I mean, that means a lot to her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's definitely so happy that you guys came out. So thank you guys for coming. For sure.
I wanted to be here.
That's good.
I kept telling Scott that I just in my heart I knew I had to be here.
That's awesome.
There's so many times where you wonder why people, you know, they have animals and they love them so much, and they're like their kids. I mean, if you don't have a child, or if you're home alone or whatever, you have animals, and I think that's the reason why people love their animals so much, because that's their comfort and their companions.
I'm going to take my Social Security check this month and get the wiring done, the rewiring.
So you're paying for it yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
So do you not have any kind of people that will support you as far as giving
Not
you?
as far as a shelter. And the president, she's okay with just having fosters, but we've already lost 3 dogs this year because we didn't have fosters, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make my garage into a shelter.
Wow.
That way it gives us more time, because after 5 days, like I said, if we don't find fosters, they're gone. So that'll give me those few extra days that I need to get them all home.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's unbelievable. She's taken these animals in, and she's actually building a garage with her own money. She's taken her Social Security check so that she can build a garage so that she can home these animals and be able to give them a chance to have an adopted out home, and which I think is pretty cool.
Another thing they were talking about is Maddie's like, you know, I think I get signs, but I always question, and you're not sure if it really is a sign. And the lady was like, okay, Dylan, she needs you to do something dramatic. Be dramatic about it. So she came home later on that afternoon, and she was in the bedroom doing her hair, and she called me in there and she goes, Jessica, I do my hair in here every day. She said, look at that light. It is just flickering out of control. And it was too.
Wow.
And then I listened to the tape and I heard all that, and I'm like, Maddie, you guys said be dramatic, and he was like, bam, here it is. You can't mistake this. This is a sign.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, they're always in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah, I know he's here. It's just not fair that it's not the physical.
Yes.
I didn't even bother to put makeup on today because I knew I'd be crying. Yeah.
The AFSP, you know, that we're involved in.
Did you get them set up?
I can give you Lisa's number, but they have there's a walk in September.
For what?
It's for suicide prevention and awareness. And
we just went on a motorcycle ride for suicide awareness not a couple months back or whatever, not that long ago. So they have a walk for it too?
Yes.
Wow, I would definitely love to do that.
And the walk is good because you have a lot of people that they have a stage set up, and they have some vendors set up, and you can actually go. They have a tree that you can take a picture of your loved one, and you can take it and put it on the tree, and then you can write on it. They have a quilt that they make that you can have a picture that's on a square piece that you can put into the quilt.
That is so nice. That's cute. When is that?
It's AFSP, and if you go to afsp.org, it'll come up, and the ride's on there, or the walk's on there, and it's I believe it's the second weekend in September.
Sweet.
And there's a lot of people that are out there.
That's a real. I wonder if she knows about that.
I told her about it when
Oh, really? Okay, good. Because we'll definitely be there. We would not miss that.
A lot of hurt, a lot of pain. The girlfriend especially, I can't even imagine what she's going through. I mean, and now staying with Jessica, and staying and sleeping in Dylan's bed and being there. I don't know. It just absolutely crushes me to see parents and kids having to go through a death of a loved one.
It was good to meet you.
It was good to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we'll see you out at the walk.
Take care.
And just look to God for everything, because He's the one that's going to get you through this.
I'm not there yet. I always believe in God before, but right now I'm just kind of...
I understand, but you know what? As a mom, and as going through what you went through, I honestly can tell you that it's only by God's grace that He brought me through it, and He's going to bring you through it. And I know it's hard right now, but just believe and pray, and know that God's there with you, even through this time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You have no idea how much you made my day. Thank you.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road with the wind in their face. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give motorcycles the proper attention that the law requires. When an accident occurs, call Leidendorf Law for a free consultation. Our team of lawyers is ready to aggressively pursue your case and fight for your rights in and out of a courtroom. We'll help you on the road to recovery so that soon you can return to the open road. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
You hear that little voice? It says, meet me where the road touches the sky. It's time to ride. And when you're on the road, make sure you have rider insurance. Rider is focused solely on the motorcycle community and has been for almost 4 decades. We know what it's like to feel the wind on our face because we're riders ourselves. Come see the difference. Ride with Rider.
So Tony, this bike is a little different. I've never heard of it before. It's called a Ridley?
Yes, it's a 2009 Ridley, made by Ridley.
And what kind of bike is it? Because like I said, I've never heard of it before. I love the color. I love that purple, of course, because I have purple in my hair too, so I love it. But what is the kind of bike this is?
This is an automatic bike made for short people, which being 4'10", it made me want to try it. Fits perfect for somebody that's very vertical challenged. Automatic, 750, rides great.
So when you say automatic, does that mean that you don't have to pull in the clutch or anything?
I don't have a clutch, I just have a throttle, and there's no shifting at all.
You know, that's pretty cool. I've never rode one of those kind of bikes, but it's just pretty cool.
I'll let you take it for a spin.
Well, I love it. I love the color. Have you done any upgrades or anything to it? Put anything on it?
This is how I purchased it, and I don't see where I need any upgrades at all.
I don't either. What made you get this bike, though?
Because it fit me. I mean,
just because of us being short.
Right, being short. It fit me. I like the way it rides. It just fit perfect.
And how long have you been riding?
This is actually will be my first solo ride in a group. I've been a passenger for many, many years, and then I've taken the safety course, and I rid a Buell Blast way back in the day. So this will be an exciting trip for me.
It will. And do you have any kind of plans for bigger rides as you go on? I know that you said that this is your first bike, so, you know, I don't know. Have you done any big trips?
I've done big trips as a passenger, not as a rider. So as I get more comfortable with this bike, absolutely.
So is there any destination that you have in mind?
I'd like to ride Sturgis instead of being a passenger at Sturgis. So that will be, again, on my bucket list for a second time.
Well, that'll be cool, and I'm sure you're going to be able to do it. You know, I love this bike, though. It's so different than some of the bikes that I've seen. And again, I love the color of it. I love the flames in it. And to be automatic, I'm sure that that's pretty cool because you don't have to worry about having to know when to change gears.
Right, no shifting, just let up on the throttle and I'm good.
How would you describe, in a nutshell, what is Texas Corral?
Texas Corral is more than a restaurant. It's actually it's a Texas-themed dining experience. It's good for the whole family. If you want to come and bring everyone, or if you just want to come in and have a beer, it's totally fine either way.
And just like in Texas, everything is bigger here.
Absolutely. We have big beers, big samplers, but low prices.
So whether you're taking the family out to dinner, or if you just finished riding the back roads of beautiful southern Indiana with your buddies on the motorcycles, Texas Corral is the place to be. 2 great locations.
You've just been in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms you're totally unfamiliar with. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces at Ladendorf Law. We will take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Some people say true beauty comes from within. At Krambos, we think beauty can be inside and out. Along with the best paint and body work in the state, Krambos also offers all Harley motorcycle service work, from tune-ups to rebuilds, so make sure your bike looks as good as it runs and bring it on in to the only shop that treats your bike as good as we treat our own. Krambos. We'll get you noticed.
Well guys, we're about to do something that I can honestly tell you has never been done before on Steel Horse Thunder. Cindy, what's going on?
Well, love is in the air. We're at a wedding. It's motorcycle themed, and I think you have a big part in this, don't you?
I am honored to be the officiant for Phil and Ashlee's wedding. So I guess let's do our I-dos. Well, hey, we're doing something a little bit different this week. Phil, Inc., you know, with the bombs. You guys are doing an awful lot of stuff with us on Steel Horse. Today's a pretty special day. How you feeling?
A little nervous, but glad it's finally come and ready for it to be over.
A little bit of work goes into this, doesn't it?
A little bit, yes. A lot of nerves and a little bit of work.
I tell you, I love the way you guys are set up. You got the motorcycles there, you know, and then the regular aisle and stuff. It's a really cool setup. Got this whole park, you know, to ourselves. Nobody else coming around here. So you just got the butterflies going right now?
A little bit, yeah. They're still in there. Yep, trying to relax. You got about a half hour to go, so now it's just anticipation.
Well, that's about how much sleep you got last night, so that'll be easy to judge that half hour, huh?
Yeah. An hour's sleep doesn't really cut it on the night before the wedding.
Well, dude, I just want to tell you, we are thrilled to be able to come out here. I am honored that you guys would even ask us to officiate this for you. So I'm looking forward to it, and I know we're going to have to stash you away somewhere before the bride gets here.
I'm glad to have you guys here, and appreciate you doing all you're doing for us. And it's going to be a good day.
All right, Knucklehead, I know you're one of the best men. I know there's no, I don't think anybody who's ever picked to be the actual best man. You guys are kind of all best men, and I think that's pretty cool. First off, is that a new vest?
Yes, it is. I feel very odd wearing it because it's not the one I've had for the past 4 or 5 years.
And is there a reason why you changed vests?
Phil wanted everything to look somewhat professional, so we all went out and got new vests. The people that are patch holders got new patches to put on it for this day for them.
That's pretty cool. And I do know that some of the other vests, they may have something that's kind of funny, but maybe not as funny as most people would like here at a wedding. So, no, I thought that was really cool that you guys did this. I got to ask you, the kilt, how hard is that to ride the motorcycle in?
It can be challenging at times depending on the wind, but as long as you tuck it right, it'll be all right.
Boy, and there's a joke in there somewhere about tucking it right, but I'm not even going to go there with it. No, I thought it was pretty cool because I saw you come out here yesterday. You had a different kilt on yesterday, and obviously you got the nice dress kilt for today. What do you think about these guys getting married?
I'm very happy for them. I've known Phil and Ashlee for probably about 4 years now. Met each other through the motorcycle community, and he's been there for me through thick and thin. He's a phone call away. He's a good dude. He is the definition of a brother. If you need him, no matter if it's a phone call to talk or you need picked up or anything like that, he's there, or he sends somebody or something to help you out however he can.
Right on. So you give this one the seal of approval?
Oh, absolutely. If he doesn't, I'm going to be chasing him out of here with a club.
Think about the time and money that went into this ceremony. Maybe that's why many of us look at this as the finish line. I got what I wanted, I'm done. But the fact is, this is just the starting line. Whatever you two did to get each other to this point, you have to continue doing, and then some, in order to keep you here. If you're willing to sacrifice so much time, money, and effort just for this afternoon, how much more will it take for a lifetime of happiness? And think about that for just a minute. What all went into just for this afternoon? I mean, Phil, you had to comb your beard, you had to put on a new vest, you know, you had a lot of stuff. I mean, take a good look, Ashlee, because it's not going to get any better than what you see right now. This is the best. With this ring, I thee wed, and offer a symbol of our everlasting love. Phil and Ashlee, you have stated your vows before God and man. You sealed your oneness with the exchanging of rings. I even gave you guys a chance to back out, and you chose to proceed. That being said, it is now my honor and my privilege to pronounce you two husband and wife. May God's blessing, mercy, and grace be upon you all the days of your life. Brother, you may kiss your bride.
All right, D-Bone, this is kind of an unfamiliar thing, but we're at a wedding. What did you think about it? Because that was pretty cool.
Really great, even though we just barely got in here on time, but...
Yeah, I saw you right up late. We didn't even think you were going to make it, but, you know, sometimes you have to do things that you have to do before a wedding, so...
Oh,
yeah. So was everything okay, though?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a great wedding. Ashlee was beautiful. Ink. Yeah, he looked good too.
Well, I thought they were both beautiful. Thank you so much. This was a great time. What did you think about having to ride down, or not ride, but walk down in between those bikes? Have you ever had to do that at a wedding before?
No, that was really neat. That was a great idea.
I thought it was too. Ashlee, what a beautiful wedding. What did you think about this, going down between the bikes and all the motorcycles, everything? It was just so cool.
I loved it. I was really excited to see that they actually made it work, because we weren't exactly sure if it was going to work or not. So I was really happy that it worked.
Well, it worked out good.
Yeah, I didn't know ahead of time that they were doing it, or that it was going to work, so it was nice.
Well, I was starting to wonder if the guys that showed up a little late, if you were on the back of there and rode in with them, because I wasn't sure about that or not. I was looking to see if you were on one of the bikes in your wedding dress. It would have been cool.
That would have been awesome. My dad would have liked it if we would have let him do that, but no. We actually were lined up and ready to go, and I heard the bikes, and I saw red, and I was like, oh, we gotta wait. So we waited.
Well, it was a beautiful wedding. I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations. You know, this is a perfect setting, and you are a beautiful bride. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, hey, that's going to do for us this week. Cindy, what did you think about this?
It was a pretty cool wedding. The bikes going in, them having to walk down between the bikes was pretty amazing. I've never seen anything like this, so I think that they enjoyed it.
Yeah. Really good time here. You know, once again, we prove it. It's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Still Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.